Hello, I'm David Bell and I'm the Managing Director of Hope Corps. Each month I record one of these videos to help update all of our Hope Corps members on the great work that you're doing in our community. And this month is not any different. There are countless stories of all the great works, the inspiration and the education that you've been helping out with in the community. But I want to take a little bit of a different spin this month, and instead of sharing all of these great stories, I want to share a few best practices for each of you Hope Corps members that are involved with banking on our future. Now, many of you are already utilizing these tips, and if you are, that's fantastic. If you're not, don't let it change your teaching style. But if it can help you engage the students a little bit more and make the whole experience more pleasurable for you, then I've done my job. So I have 3 best practices that I want to cover today. The first one, the best idea that you can think of yourself when you're going in to teach a Banking on Our Future class is that you're not a lecturer, you are a facilitator. You really need to engage these students. There's nothing like putting a whole classroom to sleep simply because we're sitting there lecturing on a topic that's already confusing for them. So let's engage them in this process. Let's get them excited about it. Ask them tons of questions rather than just introducing another topic. Get them to talk about the topic, give you the information that they already have before you just dive right into it. Get them up and using the whiteboard. If you're talking about needs versus wants, get them up there, writing it on the whiteboard. Expenses and income, have them write their expenses on the whiteboard. It's going to be quite exciting to see. You're going to see some funny things, flaming hot Cheetos written up there, skateboards, all sorts of things. It's a great start to a good discussion and something that they need to know. But it's one where they're engaged, they're active, and they're actually helping to teach the lesson. They'll remember more of it. So that's the first tip. Be a facilitator and not just a lecturer. The second tip, and we cover this in the Banking on Our Future volunteer training, is don't sweat the small stuff. We have this great curriculum here, but if you're not following it 100%, that's okay. You're allowed to do it. Make it your own. Make it real to you, because when it's real to you, it'll be real to the students. Also, don't feel like you're going to get through all the activities or even all of the information. We want you to cover the basics. There's some objectives we would love you to get through. If you don't get through them all, that's okay. Don't sweat the small stuff, because if you don't, the kids won't. The last tip that I want to cover today is, I think, a very important one. Use the resources that are available to you. I already mentioned this student guide, this curriculum, the student guide, also the presenter's guides, and there's activities in these presenter's guides. There's additional activities in these presenter's guides. Use them. If you don't like them, don't use them. I don't use all the activities in the presenter's guides when I teach, but use the ones you like. Get the kids active. Even if you feel like it's pulling a little bit away from the lesson that you normally would be teaching, but you have a chance to really engage the students on that portion, do it. Use the activities. And know that there are many, many other activities that you can use besides ours. So find your own way to teach about budgeting. We have a great budget game that we can supply to you that's not in our curriculum, but one that many presenters use. We have a great banking bingo game that we can get to you. So if you want these additional resources, email me at david.bell@operationhope.org. I'd be more than happy to give them to you. Those are the 3 tips I wanted to share with you today. Hopefully you'll be able to pick out 1 or 2 things that might be able to help you. But the big message of today is just a big thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. Without your work, without your dedication, our programs wouldn't exist. And if our programs didn't exist, our youth, our young adults, our adults would be stuck in situations that they would have a real tough time getting out of. So you are the real change in the community. You are the real heroes in the community. And here at Operation Hope, we thank you.